bonuses. And so I believe this plays right into our hand, where if we don't grandfather in and we say, you know what, we're going to set the example at the highest levels and say we're willing to take a pay cut, it puts us in a stronger position potentially. Sorry.
If I might, Mr. Mayor, just wanted to clarify one thing. This item from our perspective, was a kind of a housekeeping item. The department head's manual made these very same changes. The council amended the department head's manual to make these changes, but we had failed to bring the accompanying document, which is the personnel policies, where there's some overlap, and that was just our oversight. And so we're putting before you tonight, again, what was in our mind a housekeeping change, just to bring consistency between the two actions. An affirmative vote for the current motion would bring consistency. A vote against the current motion and to do something else, we would have to resolve. Then we would have to kind of reopen the whole issue, I guess. I just wanted to clarify that there was that previous action of the council.
Thank you. Dave?
A question then, if this motion is defeated, is it appropriate to move to reconsider the amendment of the personnel manual?
I think you could direct the staff to, I think you can make, if you are, Robert's rules, if you are in the majority on a particular item, you can move for reconsideration. We would be in a conundrum if we fail to amend the personnel policy to be consistent with the department head's manual. We would have to decide internally which one governed with respect to any specific employee. I think the department head's manual would govern with respect to department heads, and I think that this personnel policy would govern, short of some further amendment to it, that it's before you, so you could make motions to do some alternative tweak to this document. But the department head's manual would apply to department heads, and then whatever happened to this one tonight would apply to other non-represented employees. And it would be inconsistently stated with respect to what it said in the other one, but it would kind of overrule it. It would be an awkward type scenario, so we'd probably have to regroup and try to figure out how to solve it.
Are most of the employees covered by this policy contract employees?
Yes, all the different schedules for the most part, and if they aren't in here, they're covered in the collective bargaining agreements, and the collective bargaining agreements would trump the personnel policies.
Then if they're under contract, aren't they, as a matter of law, isn't it grandfathered?
I believe that vacation accrual and sick leave accrual, which are the two specific items before you tonight, although there is one little piece about sick leave cash out. I believe that both of those accruals are in all three of our contracts, and they live for the duration of that contract. If we were to agree to a different contract, the issue of grandfathering could be addressed one way or the other. It would have to be by agreement. In terms of those labor negotiations. So the changes that are before you tonight really apply to a limited slice of the workforce, your non-represented, non-department head folks. It's a very small slice of the organization. And again, this was to bring consistency between your previous action, which also addressed those same folks. And I'll just further reminder, I believe that there was a majority vote at that time, but a split vote at that time. I can't remember exactly what it was, but.
Final questions? I've got a motion and a second to pass and post the resolution in the usual manner. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
Motion carries. With that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Sir,
Second.
may I please speak?
No, Ms. Terrell. I've got a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Marilyn, now you can. Don't mind if they start getting up and moving, though.
I want to tell you just how extremely distressed I am to discover that the city has been
improving the roads in various neighborhoods. When Councilman, woman McDaniel talked about doing various things, the children on G Street walk on a road that is it's 20 feet. It's the width of 2 parking lots. We have from E Street to 9th to 10th to 12th. 12th is as wide as E Street is.
Mrs. Terrell, I apologize, but we did adjourn the meeting. I'm going to encourage you, though, to be here for the start of the next meeting. under
Sir,
public
I have
comments.
been here for years, and
I
not a
understand.
damn thing has changed. Nothing.
I would disagree with that, but, no, Marilyn, listen.
Sir,
Marilyn, I would disagree, but you don't know what the changes are that have started happening. But
but
if you and I can chat tomorrow,